What's going on, Bills Mafia? I'm your boy TG. This my boy Nature Boy. Welcome back to Top Billing.
What it
Before you
do?
get started, man, before we get started, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, click that notification bell. Just to let you know we got another show.
Uh,
All right, man. So mandatory mini camp is in the books. We got a lot of uh, analysis. A lot, from the different people from the media, people who had the insiders on pretty much how camp's going, and it definitely has its opportunities. Sean McDermott actually uh, called for a third day at camp, in which he usually um, lets him go. So he felt like the things that was going on the mini camp, mainly because it's still opportunity to learn, and he brought the idea. Apparently, he brought the idea to the players. They agreed that they needed to put in more work, so they went in for day three.
yep.
And got some good work in. Um, so it's a lot. It's a lot to take from, in regards to um, the perception of the 2024 Buffalo Bills, how we gonna look. But um, the encouraging thing for me is that McDermott understands that it's going to be a challenging camp. That was his last words that they showed with him doing an interview after practice. So, but a couple of things we want to talk about today. Uh, want to dig into an offensive analysis, in regards to our the camaraderie, of the offense. Um, a lot of I've been hearing a lot of takes on you know pretty much that we're struggling.
Right.
Um, and to me, let me just say, in my opinion, I think you know this is something that we can expect. We got a lot of new faces in our receiving room. We only have Shakir, pretty much is the only receiver back, from last year's squad. Um, and then we got Kincaid. He's going to take on a bigger role. We got Connor McGovern. He's our new center. So there's a lot of moving pieces in regard to the offense. And then on top of that, we got a new offensive system. So there is a lot of things that they're um, you know taking in consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I don't think it's anything that um, anybody should be discouraged about. And yes, our defense did shine against the offense more than not again. During minicamp, but again, like we just mentioned, there was a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of new faces. It's going to take reps. So for me, the encouraging thing is like the team understands that. First of all, the coaches understand that. The players understand that. Our quarterback, most importantly, understands that. And they're going to do some things in kind of in between time before training camp starts to get some reps,
Mm-hmm.
so they can get more familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So being that you hear that the offense kind of struggled or whatever, I think they had a better day three. But from your perspective, hearing that the offense struggled against the defense sometimes mightily, what's your take on that?
Well, you have to look at it like this Bills offense has had the most turnover since Josh Allen's rookie year, going into his second year. Uh, Anybody from the outside looking in, thinking that it was going to just be smooth sailing going into training camp, and mandatory mini camp. That's just ridiculous. That's like me meeting somebody off the street the next day. We just inseparable. We thinking just alike and stuff. It don't work like that. It takes time, like you say, it takes reps. So when you only bringing back one guy from the previous season that even caught passes from your quarterback, you know, that's all you got to go off of. So everybody else has to get acclimated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they're going against a defense that played together all season long. The only new piece on that on that defense, is Mike Edwards, who's not even practicing at the moment. Everybody
yeah,
else has been there. So they know how to play off each other, feed off each other, and sometimes think and communicate without speaking. So, of course, the defense is going to come out, head over heels over the offense. It's expected. You know what I'm saying? I would be more
yeah,
disappointed if the offense was shining at this time of the off season and my defense was struggling. That would be my main concern. What's going on right now is to be expected. So that's why I say anybody from the outside looking in thinking that, oh, it should be a cakewalk. No, it's not going to be that. And it might not look good until after third, fourth game. You never know how long it's going to take for that offense to completely click. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
everybody just need to give them time, man.
yeah. That's the biggest thing, man. What you talking about is, and that's from a logical perspective. You
Mhm.
know, the logic in it is that the defense has been together. No matter, Damar Hamlin, he may not be starting for a starting position at safety, but he's been a player that's been in the building. You know,
They what?
all these players has been in the system. Uh, they're also familiar with Bobby Babbage as well. So I mean, there's camaraderie, on that defensive side of the ball. So they know, like you said, to your point, they know how to play off of each other.
Mhm.
Um, and also to your point, you know, it's going to take time for the offense to gel. You just these are professionals, yes, but also look at the moving pieces, look at the camaraderie. There's being plays installed, so there's a lot of reconstruction going on within the offensive side of the ball.
Mhm.
And on top of that, you have to build timing, chemistry, things of that nature, and it's going to take time. It's going to
Yeah.
take time. It's going to take reps. It may not come out the gate. Like you say, clicking on all cylinders out the gate. It may not. It may. It'd be wonderful,
Right.
but
Right.
realistically,
Just like we were pleasantly surprised the very first game we seen Josh Allen and Steph Diggs with the
yeah,
new Gabe Davis and the new Emmanuel Sanders. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That
yeah,
offense was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But those guys, like you say, those guys were studs coming from other teams,
yeah,
and it made a younger quarterback better. Where this time around, you have a veteran quarterback that's going to have to get a younger group together to make it to that next level.
yeah, yeah. You're right, man. So, but guys, hey, look, it's nothing to be alarmed. Just expect, and but also support. The fact that this is a new team, new squad. You have to respect the craft and coaching the players and how everything comes together. It's going to be a long season. You can't just expect to see just crisp, sharp. And I'm not saying that it's going to be acceptable to see us play sloppy. I'm not.
Right.
You know, but one thing that we have to understand is that it's going to take time.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. It's going to take reps. I'm a firm believer in Coach McDermott. He put together him and Bean put together a heck of a staff this offseason. So have confidence. If you don't have any confidence, have confidence in that. We have nothing but teachers in the building when it comes
Yeah.
to offense and defense. But if you just focus on the offensive side of the ball, we have teachers people who teach the game, coach very well. So let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let's move on to the next thing, man. Apparently, Mr. Kyrie Elam has a pretty good OTAs. He's been, he came in with a different mindset. You know, uh, and apparently he's been shining. He picked off Josh, twice. I believe during minicamp. He's Razul Douglas. Was glamoring over him as well, saying, "Man, the guy looks really good." He's real sticky in coverage, which is great to hear. And from that aspect, I'm like, okay, good. He's not really handsy. So,
Yeah.
and not saying that he wasn't sticky before. It was just that he was still using his hands a lot, while he was on the receiver. So
Mm-hmm.
he kind of learned how to manage that from what we hear so far. And
Yep.
he's had a heck of a camp so far, OTAs and minicamp. So going to training camp, that's what we're really going to, get a good analysis of Elam. But right now everything's green light. The coaches praising him. He's been playing with a different mindset. And like I said in the last show, man, I mean, before all this, it was like, yo, don't be surprised. Elam comes out this season, man, and then, if bar injury something happens and he gets in there and does his thing, he might get a starting position. But we're not going to jump the gun. So what are your thoughts about Elam shining, this off season and going to camp, with praises and and then just something to look towards to.
It's awesome to hear because at this point last year, we heard of Kyrie Elam making plays in camp, but it was plays to where the players were saying, "Hey, if that was a game, that would have been PI. Hey, if that was a game, that would have been illegal contact."
Yeah,
Things of that nature. So
yeah,
hearing that he's playing a lot more clean while also still being clingy, use my words there, but also being clingy, that's a positive because we brought him in to be a man-to-man cover guy.
yeah,
So even if he doesn't unseat somebody, I believe that in moments where you have to have man press coverage, boom, he's in there. You know, where you might switch him and Benford out, or how they were rotating with with that second cornerback for a couple
yeah,
years, even when Levi was there. It was
yeah.
still like a 70-30, something like that to that nature. So uh, even if he doesn't unseat a starter, I still think he'll get quality playing time.
I
And
agree.
I hope he's successful because in our actuality, with the four corners that we have one of the bigger cornerback units in the league. Everybody's 6 foot and over. You know what I'm saying? And I love big cornerbacks that can get in and make it difficult for receivers, especially downfield. Those contested catches have hurt us so much in the past. I mean, we lose more 50-50 balls than anybody I see in the league. It's almost like if it's going up 50-50, our cornerbacks are losing that battle until we
Yep.
got Rasul Douglas in the fold anyway. That was
Yeah.
one of Trey White's uh, 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 worst attributes.
Yeah.
He
One of
was
his
solid,
opportunities.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but anytime he was taking on somebody over 6'2", almost regardless of who the receiver was, they were winning them battles on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
He
and
made
there was
Kenny
definitely highlights.
Yeah, he made Kenny, Golladay look like a darn all-pro receiver that one year we played
Parker
Detroit.
too for the Dolphins at the time.
Oh, every
He had his number.
time we played Parker, I think Parker got 4 100-yard games in his career, and 3 of them was against Trey White. I think Trey White is the one that got in that contract
I'm
extended in
sure he
9.
did. All you got to do is plug in the Bills tape
Yeah, look at him against this
and just let it
all-pro corner.
run.
Yeah, look at him against this all-pro corner.
yeah, I mean, like you said, man. I mean, Elam, man, 6'1". He has prototypical size, prototypical speed. You
Mhm.
know, something that, like you said, we haven't had, and when we got him, we were like, okay, but it just haven't lived up to the expectations. And then the fact that we do have a big corner room, but the
Mhm.
fact he's 6'1" and almost 200 pounds,
Yeah.
and he has great speed.
Every corner we got, Rasul Douglas, 6'2", 209, Benford, 6'1", 208. Even Tyron Johnson, when you think about him in the slot being 6 foot, close to 200 pounds, that's a big
Yeah,
nickel.
yeah,
Most nickels are, smaller guys,
yeah.
more compact guys that's a little more shifty. Uh, and that allows us to be able to play the run better. Our cornerbacks come up and make plays in the run game.
Yeah,
That's one thing our cornerbacks have done, regardless who was in the game, outside of maybe Levi Wallace. But our cornerbacks come up and they put their nose in there where it need, they get dirty. Ask
that's
Derrick,
right.
ask
That's right.
Derrick Henry. He'll tell you
Say,
first.
we ain't gonna have no Josh Norman going on now. He got
Not no more
hip
Josh.
tossed in the Gatorade.
Yeah,
In the
he got an A for effort.
yeah, right. He
That's
got
it.
a highlight film. He's on Derrick Henry. He's on the NFL highlight film. I'm talking about, when they advertised the game and they got
Oh,
Derrick Henry coming on
yeah.
around that corner and throwing him, and
Hey,
it's like
every
it's like it's
form
like we get the we,
compilation.
we, we get the like the bad brunt of a lot of stuff. It's like
Yep,
it's the most dramatic things ever. Like the
yep.
whole D-Hop catch and that Justin Jefferson catch, over,
The 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 D Hop catch. They play that religious.
religiously, and then you got Derrick Henry tossing Josh Norman to the stands, and it's just
In a game where he only had 50 something yards, it made it look like he
right.
rushed like he was
Yeah,
playing
make it look like he
Jaguars.
just yeah, like we helped his Hall of they playing that in his his Hall of Fame
Oh yeah,
Hall of
be the first.
Fame.
It's gonna be the second highlight after the 100-yard run against Jack. It's gonna be Josh Norman get tossed into the third row
In fetal position in the air.
get through half the Jacksonville defense in the third, second, fourth, fifth rows. Man, that that was the longest 100-yard touchdown run in history. It lasted 15 seconds. They said they never seen a 100-yard run that lasted 15 seconds. Yeah, he ran. I mean, I had never seen guys. I thought it was Tecmo Bowl. You remember Tecmo Bowl? You get all the way juiced up, and them guys, you get Bo Jackson, and they just popping off you like popcorn. Yeah, you remember Tecmo Bowl?
Especially if you had Bo Jackson.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying. Bo
my
get
God.
juiced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo get juiced. Running Lot couldn't stop him. Lawrence Taylor couldn't stop him on the game. Shoot.
Oh my God. Yo. Shout out Josh Norman though, man.
Oh
He
yeah.
he's still a dog in his heyday, but yeah, not that day. Yeah, he got thrown out the club, the stadium. Poor guy. But anyway,
Wow. True
no, I
Milo.
tell you what, he got up and he was ready to go next.
That's what I said. A went in the effort box.
But let's talk about Kyrie Elam though, man. Kyrie Elam he got his behind truck by that tight end from the Steelers last postseason game.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. And then I think he made that same drive, he made that pick in the end zone.
He made
Hard.
he made up for
Bless
it.
his
He had
heart.
to. He had to
Oh
get
my
his
God.
dignity back on that one.
He did. I mean, yeah, he got put in the dirt. And it
Oh
was
yeah.
oh
Yeah. I think
yeah,
he
man. But I mean, he hasn't played though, so that was for me. That was my grace to him. But what? But man, even the commentators, man, they were like, "Yeah, man, you got to do better, buddy."
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Some
hopefully he's a better tackler coming into this off season, coming into this season, and we're proud of him. But momentum is definitely going his way, man. So
yeah.
um, now, man, let's talk about this guy that that we all been, well, I ain't gonna say we all been kind of clamoring about, but you know, people are so quick to harp on Taliban struggling, missing the kicks during mini camp, OTAs, or what have you. Um, and they've been badgering his name. You know, um, one thing I want to put in perspective is that I think Sam Martin has something to do with that as a holder.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think. There's a reason why they brought him back home.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why they brought him in. Him and Tyler Bass had a great camaraderie, leading to Tyler Bass signing that extension.
Yeah.
And so McHawk loses the job. Then in comes Sam Martin, he's because of Punt God definitely got let go.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Sam Martin was our other option. Done a heck of a job, his first season. But since then he's struggled, even as as a punter. That whole special teams unit has struggled since then. I'm not just gonna put everything on Sam Martin, but at the end of the day, you have this young kid, Jack Browning, uh, undrafted free agent from San Diego State, come in and he's been holding for Tyler Bass, and Tyler Bass hasn't missed when he's been holding for him.
Mm-hmm.
His only misses were when Sam Martin was holding for him.
Right.
So I want everybody to put that in perspective here. Let's just look at things in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we do know is that Tyler Bass has struggled last season miserably, like not even in the top of the league in kicking.
Yeah. Started hot too.
Started hot,
fire started
red hot. Mister Automatic to a certain degree.
I think he even got a special teams player of the week one week.
A couple times, didn't
he? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So, I mean, he has it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be clear, he has it. He is our kicker. He's Motsy. He's not just one of those little lame kickers that we see. There's this high five. I mean, this guy gets pumped up, man. He got juice. He's willing to stick his head in the tackle more than Sam Martin is at the end of the day.
He's not gonna just give up a touchdown out of fear.
Not at all. So I like Tyler Bass. Trust me, it was hard to watch the wide right against that Chiefs game, and it's not his fault that we lost the game.
Right.
But it was hard to watch. Him not be able to make those type of kicks, man. But at the end of the day, let's put it in perspective here. Sam Martin, to me, in my opinion, he's the problem. He's the problem. He is the problem. The fact that, Tyler has to struggle before he came. And also the fact that you bring in another punter just to hold for Tyler Bass. And then the other fact is that we brought in an undrafted free agent rookie, and Tyler Bass hasn't missed when he was holding.
Right.
Put that in perspective. Well, let's introduce Mr. Jack Browning, man. I got an article I wanna go over, man, because it's important that that we go over this so everybody can know who Mr. Jack Browning is. Jack Browning from San Diego State. Apparently, he's been uh, mentioned as being a better punter in regards, especially to hang time, than Punt God. And he was also a two-way kicker, with San Diego State last year. He hit a high of 61 yards against Air Force. He converted 35 of 47 field goals, 53 out of 53 extra points. Browning was a second team All Mountain West selection. But a little bit about his punts. He averaged 45.8 yards per punt in 2 seasons. He punted on 122 total occasions and placed 50 punts inside the opposition's 20-yard line.
That's a damn good average.
That's a really good average. Browning had 35 punts travel 50 plus yards, 41 punts resulting in a fair catch, and 9 touchbacks. This article is from the Draft Network. The author is Justin Mello, so that's
Okay.
our reference.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was he walked on actually to San Diego State after beginning his collegiate career at Grossmont College. Then, of course, he was awarded a scholarship after all the stuff he's been doing. But yeah, so this is Mr. Jack Browning. Mr. Jack Browning is, to me, I hope he makes the squad, man. To be honest with you, I mean to me that's impressive numbers. He's a young guy. I've seen he had a fake punt, and that dude has some wheels too.
Yeah.
He's what I think he's what 5'11", 190 pounds, something of that nature. Um, so another Motsy guy,
Mhm.
that can come in and kind of boost up this Bills special teams unit. Give it some more juice,
Yeah.
and some more youth.
Oh yeah.
Um, you
Sam
know,
Martin,
uh,
he's on it. Yeah, I think Sam Martin like 35, 36 years old.
yeah, man, get him out. I
Yeah.
mean, he again. We appreciate your services. We know when your number was called. After we, had to get rid of Punt God, but at the end of the day, man, we trying to win. We're
Yeah.
trying to win,
Mhm.
and we got to put the best players out there that can help us win this game. Our special teams unit struggled. Was it 2 years or was
Yeah.
just last year?
I believe the year before last too,
Yeah, I
there
think
was
the year
some
before.
trouble.
Yeah, I think so too, to a
Once
degree.
again, late in the season, once the weather changed year before last, that's when he started having some issues.
Correct.
Like
That's
they
right.
they wouldn't even put him out there on a kick over 50.
Right.
I'm like, he's a top 5 paid kicker in the league, and we not putting him out there on 50 yarders.
Yeah.
We'll rather go for it or we'll punt. I
Yeah.
said, "No, come on, we got to
Sam
he could."
Martin's problem. Let's be candid here.
Yeah,
Sam Martin's a problem, and
exactly right.
we need somebody like Jack Brown to make the squad. Um, Again, you need a weapon that's on punt, and also, like I said, the guy can place kick too.
Yeah,
You
just
know what
like
I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, in case and they love versatility. You never
Yep,
know who's gonna go
yep,
down.
that's
Sam
right.
Martin actually went down last year with a little injury. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. So, look, man, they talking about these kickoff rules and things of that nature. It doesn't matter. I mean, the guy's a place kicker; he can kick field goals. But he brought him in as a punter. So, to your point, versatility is definitely a plus. And we got this guy as an undrafted free agent. So I hope he wins the job. Just from pretty much what I've read, what I've seen, a couple of highlights, with him, and you know, like I said, I love Punk God. I was excited when we drafted him. I was
Yeah.
like, then when he was as advertised, when he played that preseason game and did that 80-yard boom,
Oh man.
and yeah, I think and they're saying that this guy is better than Punk God. So um, I'm excited, to see that competition, to see how that plays out. But yeah, I'm cheering. I'm rooting for Jack Browning. Um, Bills Mafia make him a household name now,
Oh yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
it's a high possibility Sam Martin may be unseated.
Yeah.
So
All he got to do is put one inside the 5. He'll be a household name. Just put us one down that side that nickel. He'll be a household name.
Yeah, man. I mean,
It don't take much. It don't take
yeah,
much.
man. Yeah. So, well, that's it, man. That's our our recap. From mini camp, man. Not too much to really just dig in about. We have quote unquote offensive struggles, but I call it opportunities to where it's going to take more reps to develop. Also, our defense is still intact. Um, our defensive line is definitely going to be something that we're going to be looking at.
Yeah.
Um,
Good to see Matt Milano back in the fold.
love to see Matt Milano back in the fold.
Mhm.
You know what else is encouraging too? I listened to Bobby Babbage interview, and man, when I say, I like Joe Brady, but this dude is like Sean McDermott's little brother. Like he's very meticulous on how he coaches apparently, but how he speaks, and his mindset is very methodical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he's very logical and he puts things in perspective. So he's very detailed, and I
Mhm.
like that about him. I'm not really concerned about this guy calling plays off the rip. You know what I'm saying? As everybody is, you gonna call plays, you gonna call the plays. Man, it doesn't matter. The dude
Nope.
is a hell of a coach. He's a disciplinarian.
Mhm.
He's hard nosed, he old school, and he gonna bring some juice. Seem to be the word. On One Bills Drive, he'll bring some juice to our defense. You know what I'm saying? So playing fast, playing detail, assignment football. So I'm excited about Bobby Babbage, man, and I love the interview. So that we're gonna talk more about our defense. But other than that, man, Elam's having a good camp. Shout out to our new cornerbacks coach. Seems like he's doing a heck of a job with our corners. And then also our new punter, Jack Browning. Well, I'm sorry. The new punter that we got from undrafted free agents. So let me make sure I clarify that. But it's me, the punter. But other than that, man, that's our show. That's our show, man. You got anything?
uh, no, not much to top it off with outside of, I spent my weekend my week in Florida,
Mm.
Tampa, Florida. Went down with the family vacation. Had a good time, but very first day down there, we get to Busch Garden and we get on the little shuttle thing to take us to the park. And I get off the shuttle, we get in the park, and I get to hit my pockets. I get the kids together and stuff. Phone's gone. So my first couple hours in Florida, my phone missing.
Mm.
So I spent my whole trip without my phone.
Uh,
No bills updates, no
uh,
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was off the grid for the week, which it was a good thing because
I'm gonna say that's definitely not a bad thing though.
yeah, it's not a bad thing, but still just my luck. Yeah, like if it's gonna happen to anybody, y'all, it's gonna happen to me.
It'll happen to me too now.
Yeah, yeah,
It'll happen
I,
to us.
yeah, yeah. We got some stories for you, boy.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
endless stories. But
yep.
happy anniversary, man, to you
Oh
and
yeah,
your wife.
yeah. The day my anniversary.
Um,
Yeah,
6 years,
yeah, yeah.
six years is a partnership, and many more to come.
Oh yeah,
You know
oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Marriage is definitely something that people assume that's it's either bad or it's really good. It's all what you put into it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's one thing I will say: marriage is work.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's
it's
definitely
not easy
work.
at
It
all.
should be the most important job that both of you have. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I understand that people's other jobs make the money, pay the bills, things like that, but the marriage, the union with two people, that's the most important thing. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And it's a partnership. It's just you guys' business. Your family is your business. So, um, not gonna get into much of that. I can go on. I have a whole podcast about that, man.
Oh,
But
yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel you.
congratulations, man. You have a beautiful family, and make sure you spoil her today.
Oh, yeah. I sure appreciate that, man. And, yeah, she
Yeah, for
got it
sure,
coming.
man.
She got it coming. She already
I'm sure she does. All right, y'all. That's our show. Top billing, man. You know what? Shout out to our subscribers, man. Slowly climbing.
Oh, yeah.
But we definitely appreciate people tuning in and subscribing, and our show gonna get better each time. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying? So don't forget, don't be afraid to leave comments and things of that nature. We definitely reply. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to reply to comments now because we
Yeah.
love the comments, love the feedback.
Right.
But just make sure that guys continue to tune in and support our channel. So
Yeah. If
other
you
than
like
that,
the show, hey, if you like the show, share it with your friends,
share it. Share our shorts, share our shows. Um, just don't be afraid to click that button. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, that's our show, Top Bill. I'm your boy TG. This is my boy Nature Boy. Oh, before I forget, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Let you know we got another show. But all right, man. Peace out. Top Billings. I got my another T-shirt, man. Got another T-shirt on. It feel a little snug today, so I can't really pull it up all the way up.
Oh,
I'm a big
over there.
dude, so I
I'm
can't.
over there rocking South Park. I got my boys on. Yeah, what y'all know about that?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, what y'all know about that? One of the greatest shows in history.
Man, they know. They know. Trust me, they know. They know and they understand. But all right, man. You know what? Peace out, man. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Our show, Top Billing. We out of here.